It's Graham here, living the dream in July 2024 from the Hilton LAX. Not a lot to see, and this is our last day in the US on this particular trip. Our flight back to London is this evening at 5:10, and that will feature on the next episode.
Hi, I'm Graham, and this is my wife Fiona, and we have always had a work hard, play hard philosophy. From London to New York, and of course the Caribbean, we live our dream through travel. And of course, the odd cocktail. And here on YouTube, we create our memories while living our dream. So come and join us as we share our memories with you. Our 17 hours in LA started when Fiona and I arrived at the Tom Bradley International Terminal at Los Angeles LAX Airport at just after midnight on Saturday morning. And if you want to watch our trip report from Kona in Hawaii to LAX here in California, just go back one episode to video number 290, where Fiona and I experience first class on board Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330. And we left off in that episode as we pulled up to the gate. At the time Fiona and I made this trip to Hawaii in July 2024, there were no direct flights connecting the UK and the Hawaiian Islands. In fact, from Kona, there was no way to get back to the UK without having to make an overnight at Los Angeles. So I booked an overnight at the Hilton LAX, which meant Fiona and I just needed to negotiate the Tom Bradley satellite terminal here at LAX, collect our bags, and find the hotel shuttle bus outside the front of the terminal building. Large airports all over the world have satellite terminals, just like here at the Tom Bradley and LAX. However, unlike LAX, most other airports that I've visited around the world with satellite terminals have some form of rapid passenger transport to get the travelling public from one end of the terminal to the other. But as I said, not here at LAX, because we had to walk, and guess guys, it was probably the longest walk in an airport Fiona and I have ever made. And while getting your step count up might not seem a bad thing, I can tell you guys at 12:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning, walking through the bowels below LAX wasn't something Fiona and I really wanted to do. I'm not joking, but it took Fiona and I nearly 45 minutes to walk from the plane to the baggage reclaim area. And after waiting only another 15 or 20 minutes, we found out that our first class priority label bags had been removed from the carousel sometime earlier. So we finally made it outside into a cool Los Angeles evening. Okay, reality check, middle of the night. We were a bit tired and fed up waiting over half an hour for the shuttle bus to take us to the Hilton LAX, only to then be squashed in the bus with a single family of nearly 30 people heading to the Hilton LAX and therefore ahead of us to check in. So we stopped videoing through sheer exhaustion.
We arrived last night in the room at 2:30, so went straight to bed. Not going to do a hotel review for this one because it was a very quick overnight. This is our room, which is, what, Fiona? Room
1268.
1268 on the 12th floor of the Hilton here at LAX. Yep, I'm not going to say it's the most exciting view. We can hear the planes, can't see them, but the room's absolutely fine. Maybe a bit tired. Could do with an update. But anyway, there's a desk to work at. The Wi-Fi's fine. Usual Hilton honours. 2 bedside cabinets with lights, and there is sockets in each of the lights as well for power. TV. It's not been on. Yeah, Fiona's right. There's no USB chargers. Probably another factor that would tell me this room probably needs a bit of an update. Coffee making facilities. There was water available to us complimentary on check-in. I think that's something to do with honours, but not 100% sure. I'm going to step over Fiona, who's just moving stuff for the cases. I don't think you want to see her cases. There is a little wardrobe, ironing board, iron. Yeah, I suppose if you need it, into the bathroom, which is pretty dated, I must admit. So there's a sink there. Power. I've never quite understood power in a bathroom, because that is completely illegal in the UK. Maybe it's something to do with us being 240 and these guys being 110. But anyway, towels provided, toilet, and a shower. And the shower, guys, is fantastic. But again, shower curtain. Probably this room does need a bit of an update, but hey, it was very comfortable. We slept fine, and that's us. So what we're going to do today, something I've always wanted to do, is go down to the In-N-Out Burger at the end of the runway here at LAX. It's a 1.4 miles. Thought about walking, but I've just decided we're going to get an Uber, and that is what we're going to do now. Go down, do some plane spotting. Fiona can't wait. Can you, love?
Oh no, I'm holding myself back with anticipation.
Yeah, that's sarcasm at its best. But it's something I've always wanted to do, and Fiona has never had an In-N-Out Burger, so that's going to be a bit of an experience. Dear knows what message she's going to get in her hamburger today. And then we'll come back to the hotel and head over to LAX to check in for our BA flight to London tonight. Now, we've done the check-in on our phones. All looks to be okay. There may be some issues tomorrow morning tomorrow afternoon even in Heathrow when we get there, according to the app. But do you know what, guys? We'll just have to wait and see. Because when BA works, they work very well, and when they don't work, they don't work very well. So let's just wait and see. Next stop, In-N-Out Burger at LAX.
This, guys, is the shuttle bus that ferries passengers between the Hilton and the LAX airport itself. As you'll see later on in this episode, it's only a 10-minute journey, but you find Fiona and I now waiting on our Uber arriving to take us to the In-N-Out Burger. Because Fiona hadn't been to Los Angeles before, I had considered taking an Uber up to the Chinese Theatre and of course the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But the journey was going to be a minimum of 40 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. So given we hadn't a lot of time today, a quick trip to this famous In-N-Out Burger was in order. As you can see, guys, this park next to runway 24 right at Los Angeles LAX International Airport was an avgeek's dream. Yep, even Fiona was getting into this one, guys, and I even think she might be enjoying herself, but we'll not talk too loudly about that. And the other reason for coming to this awesome Plane Spotters dream location was, of course, the In-N-Out Burger, which on the last day of our big Pacific adventure was probably our cheapest meal yet. And you know guys, In-N-Out do a damn good burger. Probably one of the best fast food joints I've ever been to. But then add aeroplanes landing only a few hundred feet away. What better way was there to spend a few hours hanging around LAX before we caught our long haul flight back to the UK? And after lunch, we headed back across the road to the park where Fiona sat enjoying the Los Angeles afternoon sun, and I enjoyed watching the planes. And here's an Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330 similar to the aircraft Fiona and I arrived in from Kona last night. And here comes a private jet. I wonder if it's a movie star. And I knew if I waited long enough, the Queen of the Sky would make an appearance. And here are some of the photographs that Fiona took on her iPhone. Unfortunately, all good things come to an end, and Fiona and I were in the backseat of another Uber, this time en route back to the Hilton LAX. And for reference guys, this is the Hilton LAX that we're just passing now, but we've got to double back to get to it. So our plan now, after tipping the Uber driver, was to head into the Hilton, collect our bags from left luggage, and have a bit of a clean up before catching the free shuttle bus across to the terminal and our flight back to London. Guys, I didn't film the free Hilton shuttle bus from the Hilton, of course, to the LAX terminal. It was simply too busy. So here we are walking back into the Tom Bradley International Terminal here at LAX. And as here, I'm going to bring this episode to a close. In the next video, we'll pick up right back here as we check in for a British Airways flight to London Heathrow, and what will be a trip report from here in LAX back to Glasgow via Heathrow, of course. So if you want to continue to follow Fiona and I as we head into our last video as part of our big Pacific adventure, you know what to do guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon to be notified when our next episode is published. So until that video is published, thank you very much for watching.